Happy Tuesday, Minnesota Wild fans. Hopefully you didn't have too much indigestion here this morning on wake of the Vikings game last night. Speaking of indigestion, the Wild are back in action this evening. They host the Montreal Canadiens, finishing a stretch where they play 5 straight games against teams from Canada. So a weird little streak there. You don't usually see that, especially considering it's split home and road. A little bit about the Montreal Canadiens. They've won 3 out of their last 4 games, playing really well here in the last week. They are just 5th in the Atlantic Division right now. Excuse me. But they have some pretty good talent up front. Max Domi, their leading scorer, 31 points this year. He's got 3 goals in his last 3 games for Montreal. Then there's Jonathan Drouin. Remember, the Wild had some interest in him a couple years ago, getting him from Tampa Bay. He's got 26 points this year, 6 points in his last 5 games, playing really well. Couple other things for Montreal. Their power play is 3rd worst in the National Hockey League. So if the Wild do give them the man advantage, probably going to kill it off, let's be honest. 13.5%. The Montreal Canadiens power play this year. They're pretty good puck possession team, 6th best Corsi in the league per Corsica. So they will probably control the play a little bit more than the Wild do this evening. So keep your eye out for that. And then in goal, it'll probably be Carey Price. He has made 7 straight starts for the Montreal Canadiens. Just a .902 save percentage this year. Not a very good first couple months here for Carey Price. .919 save percentage at 5-on-5 for him this season. So kind of middle of the road at 5-on-5. So kind of a down year for Carey Price, as we're remembering him as being one of the best goaltenders in the National Hockey League. Speaking of goaltending, the Minnesota Wild have gotten poor goaltending, if you will excuse me here. Save myself from the eventual headache from the Minnesota Wild goaltending. Devin Dubnyk likely to get the start again tonight for Minnesota. He has been just bad, really ever since the Washington Capitals game, as I called out in the Giles and the Goalie Podcast, that just dropped yesterday. Give that a listen. But 857 even strength save percentage for Devin Dubnyk since November 14th. Just bad, and he's going to be the key to stopping this swoon that the Wild are in. So either he turns it around or the Wild do not. Pretty simple. So that's the key for Minnesota this evening is Devin Dubnyk. Hope he does well. Talk to you later.